We all have that one friend. Her periods come like clockwork every month with no pain and no drama. She gets on with her life and her period comes along on the ride with her. I used to think this woman had won the health lottery. She was one of the lucky ones. You can be one of these women. You can have a period that is pain and drama-free. You can have a menstrual cycle that syncs with the rest of your life. I promise you, this isn't a fantasy. According to the NHS, the average woman has 2 to 3 days of pain either right before her period or when she has her period. That's the equivalent of between 24 and 36 days of pain each year. If this was any other condition, it's hard to believe that we would allow this to persist. Unfortunately, the inevitability of period pain has been normalized in our culture by the way periods and menstrual health are discussed in films, magazines, and on TV, usually as a huge inconvenience or trauma, by the stories that are passed on by those in our lives who have periods, and, for many of us, how our mothers and sisters experienced their periods. We now have the opportunity to change this narrative and change the way we experience and talk about our periods. Pain is a sign from our bodies that something isn't right. It's an opportunity to ask questions and dig deeper, rather than simply accepting this as part of your experience of having a period. Asking questions helps empower us to better navigate our bodies and our health. I know so many of us have been told that it's normal to have painful periods, normal to feel like your hormones are running the show, normal to be an emotional mess before your period. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be this way. This book is your guide to having a better period and understanding your menstrual cycle. My story. When I first thought about the book I wanted to write about periods, hormones, and menstrual health, I pictured the book I wish I'd had to guide me when I was at the worst of my period problems. My period started when I was 13. I was a late bloomer in so many ways, including being the last of my friends to get my period. When it arrived, it felt like a big moment. I was finally transitioning into the next part of my life. And it was, indeed, a big moment. That first period ushered in years of pain, physical and emotional distress, and the start of the ongoing fight I still have with my body. My very first period was strange because I had been waiting for it for so long. When it finally came, I was really disoriented. This new thing had moved all of my anchor points, and I needed to figure out how to navigate my body in a different way.